Salutations y'all! On this beautiful day we're gathered here today to talk about the moon of Hololive. Moona Hoshinova will be our subject in this video. But first, watch out! That lioness has guns and is not afraid to use them. Botan's assist will be shooting shots. She will fire multiple shots with whatever her current weapon is at the moment. As always, as a short reminder, the Perfect Hololive Fighting Game is a series I made imagining what a high-budget, fully backed by cover fighting game could be. In the description below, there is a quick recap of the game's terminology and mechanics, as well as a playlist including all the previous videos of the series. If you're curious, please check them out. And before we start, how do you think Moona should play? What would her moveset be in your Perfect Hololive Fighting Game? Write your answer in the comment section below, drop a like and a sub if you wanna see more Hololive Fighting Game related content. With that being said, let's get serious.
Why am I like that? Why am I like that? Why is it open like that? It's so weird. This like I open like this, it's just like that. It's so weird.
When you want to vacuum something up, just pull on me from both sides.
Why is it so weird? I'm a crab walking. I feel like I am crab walking. Why am crawling like that? Oh god.
That goofy human crab you just saw is not actually a crab, it is the moon goddess herself, Moona Hoshinova. Well, kinda, it's complicated. This leads me to one of the issues I had while researching for this video. Until now, I forced myself to keep the moveset of the talent's character lore accurate, also referencing materials such as 3D lies, hologram and official illustrations. For GP talents it was pretty easy to do that, but for IDs that only got access to 3D relatively late in their career, there is way less material to work with. And as for the lore stuff, Moona's lore is, well, it's something, alright? A quick recap for those who don't know. So Moona is actually the ghost of a sick blonde girl that died because of said sickness, meaning that Moona wasn't actually the Moona Hoshinova you know and love at that point yet, because as a ghost she had a human friend who was a purple-haired model named Hoshinova. After hanging out with her a lot at the beach for a while, one night during the full moon, Hoshinova had an accident and fell into the sea. Moona, forgetting that she was a ghost and wanting to save her friend, dived after her to help. All seemed doomed, but the moon itself gave both of them its blessing, miraculously merging their two souls together in Hoshinova's body and making them one entity, Moona Hoshinova, the moon goddess. Now it's mostly Moona's personality that controls that body, and she continuing being a model, a college student, as well as a streamer we all love. Meanwhile, Hoshinova's personality only wakes up from time to time in their body, showing a sadistic psycho side and a deeper voice. But it's not over yet, that would be too simple. If you saw the High Tide MV already knowing that story, you might have thought, so this is a retelling of Moona and Hoshinova's story. Wrong! First off, the song isn't lore, but it also is, meaning, according to Moona herself, the MV is lore but not the lyrics. Also, the girl with short purple hair is neither Moona nor Hoshinova. She is actually a listener Moonafix / follower of the goddess Moona Hoshinova, which is in fact the long purple hair is the MV. And Moona isn't kissing you in that frame, she is giving you CPR. Whew. I have to say, this is probably one of the most convoluted lore for VTuber I know about. And that comes from someone that understood and knew the lore of Blaze Blue by heart at one point. And just like I love the Blaze Blue lore, I absolutely adore what Moona did with her lore. She made the best out of the situation and used her model's appearance to build some sort of coexist way before Hachama did her own thing with it. It's actually quite brilliant despite some confusing and mysterious points at times. That's why I give Moona's lore the rating of could be a Blaze Blue character backstory out of 10. Okay, but enough with the lore tangent now. As you can surmise, the High Tide MV is the only canon visual point of reference for Moona's abilities we have. Even if you consider it depicting an alternative version of Moona Hoshinova, it still shows what Moona would be able to do if she really wanted to. So that's why, under those special circumstances, I will only use High Tide to build Moona's moveset. That means the action Moona does in the MV, but also the action the listener does, because she is using Moona's power, so everything she did can be extended to Moona's own abilities. And finally, even though they are not canon, I will also take inspiration from the lyrics for a few moves. The MV was made to reflect the lyrics in a way, so those words could have illustrated and shown capacities for the goddess at one point, but it's mainly because it makes things easier for me. But that's only for the specials and the supers. After all, Moona's body has two personalities cohabiting in it, so each side should have some screen time, because I don't see the cutie and scaredy cat Moona side doing all those fighting moves in the MV. Let's say every time Moona Hoshinova does a special move or a super, she switches to her Hoshinova mode beforehand. Hoshinova's personality fits way more with the actions of the goddess we see in the MV. Meanwhile, Moona is the one that does all the regular fighting, aka the normals. So her normals would be moves that Moona would actually do. That would allow us to keep the personality people know about the most front and forehand, while still matching it with the incredible stuff we see in the MV. With that being said, Moona's Holo button will be Moonlight Speed. The goddess of the moon will release her insane speed just like in the MV. If you press the Holo button plus a direction, Moona will do a supersonic dash moving from point A to point B, just leaving a trail of light behind her. It can also be used in the air. You're completely invincible during the dash and you phase through any obstacles in your way, so it almost acts as a teleport. However, if you press 5 Holo during the dash, Moona will create an axe out of thin air and hit anything that touches the trail of light. Putting the stick in the opposite direction of the initial dash allows you to cancel the dash at any moment. The number of dashes you can do is limited by a special meter that refills itself slowly as long as you are not using it. Using the axe during the dash consumes more meters than without. A cancelled dash, however, doesn't cost less or more. Now let's get into Moona's special moves! First off, we have 2-3-6 plus attack. Moona leaves a trap in front of her. If the enemy walks into it, they will take damage. This can be used during Moonlight Speed in exchange for a bit more special meter use than the axe attack. The EX version sets up 2 traps. 6-2-3 plus attack, Moona releases her inner light around her body and blinds the opponent that gets in contact with it. It acts as Moona's DP. 2-2 plus attack, Moona makes a lightning bolt strike the ground. An explosion follows a short moment after. The button strength defines where the lightning bolt will fall. Jump 2-1-4 plus attack. Moona does a dive kick. The move can be used immediately in the recovery of Moonlight Speed as long as it is in the air. 4-2-1 plus attack. Moona uses her Moon Gravity. The move pulls the opponent in the horizontal direction of Moona. It works even if the opponent is in the air. 6-3-2-1 plus attack. Moona gets into a counter stance for an instant. If the opponent hits her, they'll get the status effect Moon Influenced. Under Moon Influence, they'll be forced to bow for a short period of time, aka they'll have to crouch and cannot move, switch characters, use specials or supers. Let's see what Moona got for her supers now. 2-1-4-1-2-3-6 plus A. Moona charges forward at high speed, leaving moonflowers standing at the point of the impact. 2-3-6 plus B. Moona influences the oceans to unleash a devastating series of big waves on the opponent. 2 214, 214 plus C. Moona imbues her axe of energy before dashing and slashing the opponent with her moonlight speed in a constellation pattern. Moona's alternative super will be her giving a quest to the opponent and then pushing them into a series of high-tech automatic doors, pushing them to the other automatic contraptions before making them fall into a pool of lava. For Moona's moveset, I took some inspiration from Mew 12 and Izayoi. Both of them are transformed versions of the original characters, which matches if you consider Goddess Moona an evolved form. I guess she's a technical mix-up character relying on her moonlight speed for her positioning as well. She has a lot of tools to put characters in situations where she could mix them up more easily. Moona's unlockable costume will be her third costume! Her short hair version also matches with not Moona from the MV. I was torn between this one and the first new outfit because I wanted an option for people that would like a more solemn / goddess-like outfit for Moona. In the end, I chose the other one because of the hair, and I'm hoping the kimono outfit coming soon, that by the way will be the ID's New Year unlockable after beating the story mode, will fill that role. I'm not even going to pretend you don't know yet, her theme song is obviously High Tide, and her unlockable alternative theme song will be Pelisai G2. It's over, isn't it? I believe it is indeed! Today, Moona pulled on our Perfect Hololive Fighting Game, giving it a more perfect form than before. But what would you change to the moveset I came up with? Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to not miss any new video of the Perfect Hololive Fighting Game. Salabada!
Where would I have most hope in getting something right? Now I'm starting to realize that I really don't know the world. This world is so big and we're so small.